Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Nerchio and KiFirE on Orbital Shipyard. This is a best of 3 series from the Gauntlet SC2 North American Qualifier tournament that I cast a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 by now. Anyway, this is from the round of 64, again it's a best of 2 out of 3, and let's get right on into it. In the bottom left of Orbital Shipyard, we have the Polish Zerg player. It is Nerchio from Team Acer. And in the top right of Orbital Shipyard, we have the Teal Protoss player from America. It is KiFirE. So a ZVP on Orbital Shipyard. Again, a very standard matchup on a very standard map. I'm very excited to see what these players will do. Nerchio, again, a very solid foreign player for the Zerg race, as is KiFirE. KiFirE, you can find him on Twitch. I'll go ahead and link down below to his videos. He does VODs. He posts quite a bit on YouTube as well. So check him out if you're a Protoss player interested in seeing how to play at a high level, and you will see how KiFirE does. Meanwhile, Nerchio going for that early expand against Protoss, which is standard these days in Legacy of the Void. Choosing to pop his hatchery down here. Again, what this does is just kind of prevents Protoss from throwing on warp prisms to this area. That's a lot harder to defend for Zerg in the early game. If they want to drop, they kind of have to drop from over here, which, if this debris is knocked down, is very difficult for them to get a warp prism in and out without taking shots. And their main here at the same time, they can kind of defend both by sending an army pretty much at the top of this ramp for quite a while. So I do like this positioning by Nerchio. Meanwhile, KiFirE, did he go Nexus first? I think he darn near went Nexus first into Gateway. Oh, double assimilator here at the same time. Pylon coming up, and there is a gateway again at the front, but a cybernetics core should be coming up very soon as well. Overlords scouting out. Again, I've noticed the best Zerg players on Earth do not scout with drones, man. They will not do it. They'll send their overlords out to specified positions depending on what the map is, and what their overlords tell them is what they will believe. Taking that third hatchery, here is Nerchio, and how does he know? Does he just open 3 hatch? Straight up, I mean, if this was some kind of weird proxy adept attack, he'd be in a lot of trouble, but you know what? Nerchio has a good 6th sense for this kind of thing. I bet he smelled that early Nexus coming out. Oh, and look, KiFirE has one of those trophies you get from playing an online tournament in Legacy of the Void. If you haven't played one of those yet, you can sign up for different tournaments according to your skill level. They have them for, you know, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, all those great places. And it looks like KiFirE actually won one of those. So he is running with a lot of confidence right now. And that is a Stargate. Ladies and gentlemen, early Stargate for this Protoss versus Zerg match. Interesting indeed from KiFirE. I haven't seen many of those. Unless it's an Orbital or an early Oracle. Could be Phoenix play as well. That's something Puck likes to do, is go Phoenix against Zerg. But we will just have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. The amount of gas that's being taken tells me it's probably not Void Rays. I think we'd probably see another gas at the natural if that was the case. But right now, just 2 gas with 3 workers on each. And what is coming out? A single Adept did come out of this gateway just to hold the line. Adepts are pretty tanky with about 150 hit points overall. They also do have +1 armor when they come out. And they do have the Glaive Cannon ability, which 2 shots light units, including Lings. So any Lings that try to get through here are going to have a really bad time. They cannot surround the Adept, and indeed is an Oracle. An Oracle coming out from KiFirE. Is Nerchio ready for this? A couple queens down here, that's good. But places where there's only a single queen are very vulnerable to Oracles, because Oracles get in there with their Pulsar beam. They rock down 5 or 6 or 7 drones. The queen is futilely poking at them with her spines. It can't actually kill it. If there's a Spore Crawler support or 2 queens, as well as a single queen, so like right here, 1 queen and a Spore Crawler, it can actually hold it off fairly well, but with a single queen it does not look good at all for Nerchio here. And Nerchio is up 43 to 39 total harvesters, about to kick it into overdrive with this worker count. KiFirE really needs to do a lot of damage with this Oracle in order for this to move on into the mid game, because as it stands, he hasn't really hurt the Zerg player at all. And Nerchio is way too good of a player to just sit back and kind of just twiddle his thumbs while being left alone. I mean, this swarm is going to go into high gear here just a minute. Oh, Spore Crawler pops up right in the darn near nick of time. The queen getting shots off, and does the Oracle want to try to kill the queen? It can't, moving into the safety range of that Spore Crawler. There's not a Spore. There is a Spore here. The Oracle doesn't know what to kill. It's trying to get some of these workers on the gas, which is very good. I want to see if Nerchio is going to replace them quickly. He does. He replaces them very quickly. At the lower levels, that's pretty good. just because sometimes the player will not notice that they lost the drones on gas, and it will really decrease their gas income for quite a while. So if you're playing at some lower levels, you definitely want to do that. It is a Void Ray coming out from KiFirE. Does have these gas taken to the natural now. Third Nexus coming up. Is this a Skytoss play from KiFirE? I'm not sure. I want to see... Oh, there is another Stargate here. I want to see maybe one more Stargate before I believe that, but so far production tab shows nothing but Void Rays, getting Protoss air weapons, getting some sentries for defense. But Nerchio seems very content to sit back and drone up. He's up to 67 drones right now. These queens trying to chase this Oracle away. The Oracle checking for a fourth, and there is one. This is not a good sign for KiFirE. 4-base Nerchio is a little bit scary indeed. Void Ray going to kill another Overlord. I think it already has one kill there. Does not supply block Nerchio because Nerchio is paying attention to that sort of thing, making Overlords consistently throughout the game, getting speed for his Lings and getting missile attacks level 1. As well as a lair. Oh, Fleet Beacon coming up for Nerchio. Nerchio, are you going early carriers? Not Nerchio, for KiFirE. KiFirE, are you going early carriers? And indeed he is. Here comes the carrier. Being Chrono Boost, coming right out of that Stargate. As well as a mothership is morphing in. What? KiFirE, you're going for carrier mothership in this game against Nerchio? Alright, I'm excited now. I'm going to be rooting for KiFirE. I know I'm a Zerg main, but holy smokes, this is such a gutsy play. I just love it. Ling tries to run in here. There are no cannons to kill it. Adept will get rid of it though. 1 shot, 2 shot, Ling dies. Got a quick scouting information up. Saw the third base there and says, Protoss is actually feeling very full of himself today. Overseer comes on over. Maybe to drop some changelings in, and here comes a Ravager Ling attack with some roaches mixed in. The Oracle might try to snipe some of this stuff down. Revelation on this army coming up, and what is on the ground? There are Void Rays. There is an Adept. The Adept needs to get out of there, and it does. Corrosive Bile going to try to hit that Void Ray. Can't do it. Good dodge there by KiFirE. Another Corrosive Bile shot misses once again. Void Rays just kind of rocking everything down here, but slowly dying are these units. Corrosive Bile being thrown down on those pylons. Are they going to die? Yes, indeed they do. No photon overcharge was available because the mothership was not quite ready yet. Now it is. Mothership is here, throwing down some of that damage, cloaking everything, but there's an Overseer on the ground or in the air. Overseer gets killed. Now everything is cloaked. These guys have to run now. They can't even see the Void Rays to try and kill them, running for their lives. Pretty good move speed on these guys, 3.85. Void Rays have a move speed of 3.15. They can outrun the Void Rays if they so choose, and they do. Corrosive Bile forcing the army to move back just a little bit. Spire coming up, Hydralisk Den on the way for Nerchio, as well as another base. Look at these expansions, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base Zerg right now. Army looking pretty good. I'm not sure if Ravager is the way to go when your opponent is going Skytoss, though. Might be Corruptor. Would be a better choice, which would explain the Spire. Oh, as well as the Carapace level 1 upgrade. And his Hive just finished as well. A sub 7-minute Hive. Where is that Hive? No, it's around here. There it is. There's the Hive for Nerchio. And just kind of running around with Lings, making sure there's not a 4th base up. There's a 4th base now. Not that they vacated the premises. Good creep spread here as well by Nerchio. Not actually double creep pushing, just 1 at a time, which is good because creep spread has been improved here in Legacy of the Void. It does spread faster with creep tumors, and it recedes more quickly as well when those creep tumors die. So right now, the Skytoss army is a little bit small for KiFirE. Has 62 workers compared to 82 for Nerchio, but continuing to make carriers, actually getting +1 ground weapons for the Protoss as well. And that 4th Nexus is going to be very important for KiFirE here. Can he get it up? Can he hold it? I don't know what to tell you on that one. And getting Resonating Glaives. Here's KiFirE as well. So he's not going full Skytoss. It looks like he wants to upgrade his Adepts to make them a little bit better, which is good. I don't know. Not sure what the Adepts are going to be for. They're good against Lings. They're pretty good against Hydras just because they do extra damage to light units, which Hydralisks are. But is that just a wall of photon cannons? It is a wall of photon cannons coming up to defend. But Nerchio coming the other way, moving right up this ramp with confidence. Mothership Core cloaking everything. Keep this in mind. The Lings trying to wrap around and kill stuff on the ground here, moving back up. Double photon overcharges up as well. Hydra's trying to kill that Mothership Core. And Corrosive Bile being thrown down, killing a couple of his own Lings indeed. Time Warp preventing the quick retreat of these units. A few Ravagers and Hydras get killed as well. They're forced to retreat. And KiFirE able to hold off that attack with surprising ease. Adepts actually chasing these units down. I'm not sure if they want to get in there. No, they back out. The psionic transfer is indeed cancelled. Mothership core cannot be left behind, though. The Hydras are trying to focus it down. Nope. Carrier count is a little bit too high with 3 carriers sniping down a few units. A hallucinated Phoenix dies as well. 4th base is now established for KiFirE. 67 to 83 total workers. And as soon as this ball gets a little bit bigger, 3 more carriers just about to finish here. Plus 2 air weapons as well. And shield upgrades, as well as a robotics facility. Pushing on up into these cannons, though, is Nerchio. Corrosive Bile being thrown down, not entirely necessary. Hydras do really well against cannons. Warping in some units, and this is what you do as Zerg. You have to abuse the immobility of the Skytoss army. Some Lings staying on in to kill that Nexus, and they do get the Nexus. They're going to die in revenge, but that was a fair suicide trade for Nerchio's units there. I'm not sure you want to stand in and attack here. Pretty good stutter step from the Hydras, but they keep losing Hydras every time they do it. Adepts using their upgraded abilities with their resonating glaives to increase their attack speed by 45%. Again, doing 25 damage versus light with their upgrades, and Hydralisks have about 80 hit points, so they don't take too many shots from those Adepts to die, standing right on in, and yeah, taking down Hydralisks, losing some of their own units as well, pushing across the map. This is where KiFirE needs to be, is on the front door of the Zerg army, and killing it. They're not an observer with this army. I don't know that there is. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. Another carrier joins the group, and there's the recall. Backing on out. Perhaps he felt he had overextended himself just a little bit, did KiFirE, heading back on home, allowing his new carrier to generate even more interceptors. More carriers on the way, plus 3 missile attacks already coming up for Nerchio. And Storm, as well as High Templar on the way. Alright, I like this from Fire. Gonna go ahead and storm these Hydras. The Hydra's gonna kill this base again, though. Look how fast this is gonna happen. Plus 2 attack is just too much, forcing a cancel. Killing assimilators and pylons as well. This creep is right up in his front door. KiFirE needs an observer with his army. He needs to kill this creep. Why is he not doing it? Oh, I guess that was what the robo facility was for. Has he made any? Unit stab. Yes, there is an observer. I don't know where it is because it's not with his army. Here it is. Now it's coming in over. Creep spread is going to recede now. Somehow keeping that one alive. There we go. Few Hydras rolling, get immediately melted. The rest of them for Nerchio try to back out. Another big attack over here, sniping down yet another Nexus. Oh, Nerchio. The mobility of Hydralisks. Who would have ever thought that, man? Outmaneuvering the Skytoss army. KiFirE actually chasing these Hydras down to try and kill them. Stalkers dying. Carriers on top of everything. They will eradicate this Hydralisk group completely. But these Hydras are causing lots of problems as well. Moving right on up. Here's the recall. And KiFirE's army shows up to try to melt down the remaining of these Hydralisks that have been so bold as to infiltrate his base. 12,700 minerals lost for the Zerg player, 5,800 gas. Only 7,000 minerals, 1,200 gas lost for KiFirE. But he has lost 2 Nexus, 3 Nexus, if we're honest. Another Hydra comes up here once again, abusing the immobility of the Protoss army. Are these Hydralisks? Are they going to get 1 more Nexus to their name? Again, I don't think it's the exact same Nexus, but does this have enough for Storm? No, it does not. Templar gets sniped down by the Hydras, and the Nexus falls once again, running on over, running for their lives. Adepts are not very fast, neither are Hydras, but, you know, slow speed chases are better than none. They check for a base up there. I'm not sure if they saw it, though. Archon here, going to do extra damage against those biological units. 39 damage with the upgrades they have. Another hatch coming up for Nerchio. Again, just so many workers. 83 total harvesters at this point. The Hydra Ball and some Vipers mixed in as well for Nerchio. I like this indeed. Pushing on down is KiFirE. Going to try to kill some more of these creep tumors. Long distance mining happening from KiFirE as well. More Vipers on the way. And again, the army moving up. Skytoss is down here. I will move up here, says Nerchio. I will lose what I can. A lot of static defense here. A ton of Spore Crawlers, actually. Pretty good stuff. What are the Vipers going to do? Parasitic Bomb on top of all of those units. Feedback taking down all the Vipers, though, but needs to split his carriers here. Another Nexus falls to the Hydralisks. Carriers are still alive. Parasitic Bomb only does 90 damage. Carriers have a lot of HP there. Sniping down Stargates. Excellent choice there by Nerchio as well. Another Assimilator going to fall here, and there's the recall. Heading back home once again is KiFirE. Not as fast as he would hope, but here he is, ready to go. And those interceptors are running somewhere. What on earth? Did he release interceptors? I think the interceptors got recalled, and the carrier that they belonged to did not. That's weird. That's really weird. Archon running for its life does manage to survive with 70 hit points remaining. 80, I guess, including the health. Viper in the air. Gonna die to carriers as well. Another feedback. A storm on top of all of those hydras, greatly weakening them. But Skytoss, again, KiFirE kind of bleeding from 1,000 cuts right now. Keeps losing Nexus. Has not even rebuilt this one. Has not rebuilt this one. Has this one over here. So officially it's 3 base, but only 32 probes remain for KiFirE. How is he going to do this? Nerchio just playing this so well. Getting pathogen glands. Going to throw up some infestors here as well. Getting burrow. Possibly for some burrowed infestor hit squads. And again, I don't know. I guess Nerchio did lose this hatchery, but it hasn't lost that money in this game. So let's take a look at this. And hatcheries that have fallen. 1. Lost the hive, which I guess is a pretty big deal. Moving in once again is KiFirE saying, ooh, a spawning hatchery. All right. And Nerchio says, go ahead and kill my stuff. I will kill more of your stuff. In response, coming up to the main base, might get rid of some of these tech structures. Taking down the infestation pit would be nice, but there are so many hydras inside the main here. Taking out the Templar before they can actually throw Storm down. Another Stargate falls. This Stargate is hiding in the back. I'm not sure if the hydras will find it. And does he? Yes, he does get the infestation pit before the upgrade finishes. He gets the spawning pool. He gets this hatchery as well, killing a lot of overlords, a lot of drones at the same time. And killing yet another hatchery. Oh, he does get it. The Archon finishes it off. The army comes back here just to save his final Nexus. Okay, there's one Nexus here, but it's not doing much of anything at all. The Hydra is just killing everything. Changelings being thrown down as well. Where's that mothership? Did it die? Mothership. No, it did a recall, didn't it? Where the heck is that thing? It must have died. Yeah, when did that happen? I guess the Hydras that they were defending the space from sniped it down, which makes a lot of sense, actually. Taking down individual buildings over here, extractors, as well as small group of +3, +1 Hydralisks are here to take care of this, though. Immediately melting pretty much everything, losing 1 Hydra in the process. These drones are in the wrong place here. They do not want to be there, attacking to help buffer against the Hydra's DPS. Carriers over here. Looks like release interceptors has happened. They're killing a few drones as well. This small group of Hydras taking down the Dark Shrine. Oh, KiFirE, when behind, Dark Shrine is not actually working for you today. Going after another Nexus. KiFirE is down to pretty much nothing at this point. It's 92 to 173 total supply, trying to replace gateways. These probes need to start working, but his attention seems to be elsewhere. Small groups of Hydras are just absolutely marauding him right now. Carriers show up. 2 carriers. Is it enough to kill these Hydras? I think it is. The fleet beacon, though, will it fall? No! With 7 hit points remaining, the fleet beacon survives. This carrier going to try to take down a hatchery all by itself, forced to split his units in order to be more effective. Vipers flying around with overseers. I'm not sure the overseers are as effective anymore just because the mothership is gone. But here comes, oh, it's a Hydra pull. Oh, there's the yoink on the Hydra. Another yoink on that carrier. Hydras finish it off. It's 75 supply to 155 total. KiFirE tried to go the Skytoss route, but Nerchio, man. Vipers and Hydralisks seem to be how to deal with Skytoss, especially with your overseers to deal with a mothership that might be out. Trying to plant another Nexus here is KiFirE. Can he handle it? Changelings being individually focused down by KiFirE. Going to take every single one of them out. Boop, 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 boop. But this is a pretty big, pretty scary Hydralisk army. Again, Nerchio lost everything here for his first 3 bases, but he still has 2 mining bases here. So pretty darn good. A Viper ends up dead. A yoink! Oh man, they die so fast when that happens. Carrier count looks like it's down to about 4. Indeed it is. 4 carriers, 2 Void Rays, an Observer, not an Observer, a Sentry, and an Observer, and 2 High Templar for KiFirE right now. Just not looking good. Nerchio continuing to produce Hydralisks, 12 at a time right now, because that's what Zerg can do. A Hive on the way here. The Infestors, they are the they lost the Pathogen Glands upgrade for their starting energy because that Infestation pit got killed. Actually, did he finish it off? No, he didn't restart it. No, indeed. Changelings again running on in here. This looks like a final confrontation here. These carriers not going to live for long. Big storms on top of the Hydra ball, though, but they are not enough to kill them. Void Rays getting destroyed as well. Infested Terrans being thrown down. Manor Infested Terrans. Another storm on these Hydras, but again, just not enough to straight up kill them. And a GG from KiFirE. KiFirE is defeated. Nerchio's victorious, and KiFirE has left the game. So there we go for our ZVP today. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I think KiFirE had the right idea. I think carriers do pretty well against Zerg, but Nerchio just from the beginning sniffed out exactly what was going on, got Hydralisks, got their upgrades, abused the immobility of the Skytoss army. I can't say that enough. Zerg players who struggle with Skytoss, get out there with groups of Hydralisks with the Muscular Augments upgrade, run around, kill Nexus, because the Skytoss army cannot chase you down fast enough to prevent that from happening. And in the end, you just kind of slowly bleed the Protoss out and you might win. So give that a shot if you're having trouble with it again. I know it's something I struggle with. I really appreciated the strategy that Nerchio showed here today. So that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.